When women portray themselves as masculine, sometimes there's a reason behind that, because sometimes they really have to. Welcome back to my channel, guys. My name is MeLadyEsha, your self-improvement and level up mindset coach. Let's get straight into this video. Today we are talking about women who portray themselves as masculine. As I said, sometimes there's a reason behind that. Let's say, for example, you are a beautiful woman working in the field of law, finance, or even politics. Then you may find that nobody's taking you seriously when you come in with those long little cute lashes and nice disco colored hair, nails, and your little pencil skirts with a little bit of cleavage showing. Maybe you're not being taken very seriously, and when you see that at your workplace, what happens is one by one you start taking those layers of femininity off of you, just so you can better position yourself as an expert in those areas, just so you're taken a bit more seriously, just so you can get adjusted into the environment a bit seriously. And it's not your fault. Sometimes you just have to, just so people really do listen to you, and just so people can see what else is it that you come with other than just your femininity, aka your beauty. So that may be one reason why some of the ladies portray themselves as masculine, because they do see that in a lot of working environments, in a lot of fields, it is always best to actually be a bit more masculine. You know, you face less sex discrimination, and in many working environments it may also make you feel like you're more safe when you're more masculine, when you are in like your protection mode, when you are covered in layers and layers and layers, and when you're acting almost like a man, as if you have the most strength and you are the alpha and nobody else exists in front of you. It makes you feel safe, because then nobody can attack you, nobody can, harass you, nobody can try any sexist remarks on you, nobody can get away with nasty sex jokes in front of you, and even if they do, they consider you as just one of their own buddies, and they do it in a way that it doesn't even offend you anymore. But that again is you being masculine, because you just become one of the dudes and you really don't get offended even when you're supposed to be. You just become one of them dudes, who you work with. However, now here is the problem. When you go on into the dating pool, even let's say for marriage, you will very quickly find that many men are not really attracted to you. And the ones that are, maybe the beta, laid back, a bit feminine men. The ones you just never like, do you? And now the funny thing is, you being the alpha, you require another alpha? And now tell me, how is that even possible? Because coming to this point, masculine alpha men don't really like masculine women, because you just seem to appear like just one of them dudes that they already have enough of in their life. Why would they want another one in their life? And that too in the form and shape of a woman? It doesn't even make sense, does it? So if you are, or if you have become a little bit of masculine alpha person, which is absolutely okay if you need that in your work environment to actually survive. It's totally understandable, because let's not deny, it's 2022, you guys. And in many fields, it is true that you won't be taken seriously if you come in with too much femininity. So probably this video will be very beneficial for ladies who know they have become a little masculine and who want to strike a balance, because they're not very masculine when it comes to their families and relationships, which is, by the way, the best kind of balance to strike if you're able to do so. I understand it's really hard to do that, but you have to strike that balance. That is obviously on you. That's your job to do that. And so if you're getting into the dating pool or anything like that, you need to understand, if you have become the alpha, the man yourself almost, you better leave that alpha at the door as soon as you meet your person. Because another alpha man is not going to want to have another alpha woman. It's really hard to keep up with those dynamics. It may work in case you guys married very young, got to know each other very young, and at that time you probably didn't even figure out yourself. And you see many married couples where probably the woman is the alpha woman and the man is also the alpha man. Okay, fine. They have been together for a really long period of time, and I think through this journey of life, through spending so much time with one another, they have figured out their dynamics and they have figured out what works for them, just so they can make their marriage work. Okay, it may appear perfect on the surface. You don't know the struggles. There's always power struggles and just some little bit of twisted dynamics here and there, and that's just a part of that. And if they're able to work out those things, Hats off to them. I think that's a beautiful way to work out their marriage. Obviously, they have to do what it takes to keep the home going. But however, if you are new to getting to know someone and stuff like that, I request you ladies to just leave that alpha at the door, at the window, and don't come in with that, because the man is either gonna take a U-turn, or B, he is gonna become a mellow beta person, like laid back. Okay, let's not say beta. He's going to become very laid back in front of you. So if you come in with the alpha energy as the female, by the way, a woman's energy is really strong and it's very influential also. So if you come in with that extra male, masculine alpha energy as a female, it may turn off the alpha man. And if it doesn't turn him off, one thing it for sure will do, it will make him get into his soft energy and make him so much more laid back that then you'll be complaining, why is this person never taking the lead? Why is he not the alpha anymore that I met? I thought he's really the alpha. What's wrong with him? I see him at work really being the man, and with me, he is so laid back. He doesn't even do anything. He doesn't initiate anything. I'm just tired of this ass. And you're not mistaken here. It's just your alpha dimmed down his alpha, and it really tends to happen. You better notice this next time. Can't work with these glasses. And remember, two alphas in the same room, they'll never be in peace. Especially if it's two different genders. And you know what's the reason that he becomes so laid back? Because to him, it means that you don't trust in his abilities to lead or to provide or to protect. So you are already here leading your own way, protecting your own damn self, driving your own self also. What's he needed there for? And therefore what he decides to do is just be laid back. Ladies got it all right, let me just sit back here, I'm fine, nothing to do, no job. She's got it, which is also why if you're very alpha, a little intimidating, you may say all the time to yourself, I just intimidate men. You may want to rethink that. Are you really intimidating them? Or is it because your alpha is turning them off and they may take a U-turn? Maybe that's what's going on. You may want to reanalyze that. And he's also going to become very passive. Laid back, passive, a little quiet, never really taking the lead, never really responding, never really at the driver's seat, because he doesn't need to anymore. You got it all, okay? You have it together, so there's no need for me here. So let me just not bother. Let me just protect my peace and sit back up here. Have my peace, because I cannot be bothered with the little petty unnecessary men, female, feminine, masculine basic stuff. When women portray themselves as very masculine, especially in front of men, another reason why it may turn off these men is because when you show your masculine side too much, it subconsciously shows people that you probably have been way too much around men in your life. Because it shows them that you have been around men and male energy way too much in your life. Otherwise, where else did you catch up on that energy anyway, right? You must have learned it from somewhere. Where did you get it from? Girl, where did you get that from? So subconsciously, they know, okay, this woman has been around male energy a little too much. She probably doesn't have too many females around her. She probably doesn't even have too many female friends. So when she doesn't have female friends, that means she's not a good feminine female friend to have around for other girls. So she's not safe for other girls. That means she may not even be safe for my own children. Now I'm thinking, does that make sense? Oops. I should have been a bit more gentle. So what does it show to them? This woman has been way too much around men. She probably works in a male-dominating environment or a field. Even worse. So like in their mind, it's like, okay, you're just one of them dudes, don't need that. And if that's not the case, then maybe she comes from a dysfunctional family where the father was not around. And if that's not the case, then probably she comes from a dysfunctional family where the father was probably not around, and that may mean that she, became the father herself. Remember in my last video, we talked about these things. Go watch my other videos. Not now, after this one. So she became the father herself, so she can protect herself and her family or whatever. Not many people will kind of find that very attractive, to be honest. It's very rare people that may probably like that. But when it comes to alpha men, they do pick up on that quite quickly. They're really good at picking up on dysfunctionalities. If somebody comes from a home where their father was not around, the father was alcoholic, where it resulted in you becoming masculine yourself, then that is the kind of signal they may get subconsciously in their mind, you know, which again kind of minimizes your points in their eyes. So if she came from a dysfunctional family where the father was not around, she became one herself. She became the man herself. She protected herself. She protected and provided for her family also. She went ahead and started working with other men in men-dominating society, in men-dominating working environments. And conveniently along the way, she became the man herself also. And she's probably always hanging out with men also. So that is like a message subconsciously they do get. You can ask anyone and they'll tell you that, because it is kind of true. And I understand to some of you ladies it may sound very narrow and shallow and whatever, but it's just like a subconscious thing which happens to actually most of them. Because your masculine side to them seems just way too one-dimensional, and that may mean to them, she may not be a nice mother because she's way too alpha for that, she's way too strong for that, she's way too intimidating for that, I can't even consider children with her. It's a thing, you know. And she's probably also not a good girlfriend. I mean, she doesn't even have too many girls even around her. She doesn't have girly connections. She's not friends with girls as much. She's good with the dudes. She can relate to them. She can connect with them. But with females, she cannot relate to, because females talk about other things she probably doesn't even bother about. So how can she even become a good mommy to my children if let's say I have a daughter with her one day? Wow, that will be miserable. That will be such a misery. So go and have girlfriends. I'm talking to the ladies. Go have girlfriends. If you are struggling striking a balance between the masculine and the feminine, I am your guide right here at your service. If you would like to book my coaching sessions, of course, the link will always be given down below. I'm also writing a book on this session. It will be out soon enough. I'll obviously let you guys know on Instagram as well as on YouTube. You can also follow me on Instagram if you wish. I'm quite active there. If there's any concerns or questions, leave them down below in the comment. Please give this video a thumbs up, because that helps us reach more people that may need this message. Until my next video, guys, make sure you book a call with me, book the sessions with me, so I can set you straight and actually guide you and help you to strike a balance between the feminine and the masculine, especially if you're a working lady, working in the fields where it's actually very male dominating. Then there is chances that you will be struggling to strike a balance between the two, and that's where I can come in and guide you through the process. Now, until my next video, guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel, watch some other videos. They may motivate you and keep you on the track, okay? And especially when it comes to self-improvement, this is what this channel is all about. And I would love that if you take this a bit more seriously, because self-improvement is no joke. Leveling up is no joke. It has everything to do with healing your emotions and setting your mindset straight. And until my next video, guys, take care of yourself, take care of your well-being. This is me, Esha, signing off now.